어쩔 수 없지. Okay, keep your topic sentence. You also take note. Okay, this word campaign here. Okay, campaign for cause is too specific. It's too strong. Maybe what you should look at is support. Show support.
You need to stand for how long now?
The end will pass up.
Which is?
2 o'clock.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Alright?
No, because I'm thinking if I can do without.
I have to.
Yeah. But you don't have another recording on this class,
Don't have.
Okay.
The fuck, why so much banging on? Kavin. Here's the mouse content is limited. Okay, alright, let's go through. Okay, let's go through first. Okay, without any more elaborations. Okay, so first thing here that we look at is answering the question, okay, like I mentioned to you guys earlier. Okay, so just always make sure to answer the logic gaps in your topic sentence. So the first logic gap is, how does social media platforms provide access to a voice? Okay, so this is where you talk about the characteristics of social media platforms. So number one, this is where I talk about the rise in democratization of access. Okay, it allows them to amplify their views about social issues. In addition, okay, in today's age of digitalization, the rate of innovation constantly improves, the ease of content creation. Okay, so this is something that you guys can always try to include in. Okay, if you remember, this is basically a modern trend. Okay, so it's a modern trend that you can always use to include in your essay. Okay, especially in this type of essays. Why? Because it is asking you about rise. Okay, rise means that it is constantly ongoing and asking you about the past. So give something that is recent. Give something that happens right now. Today's age of digitalization. Okay, the rate of innovation constantly improves the ease of content creation. Okay, ease of content creation, this is another unique characteristic. Okay, so allowing the average citizen, okay, this is the key part. Okay, this is your details of your unique characteristic. If you just stop at here, you stop and say oh, improves the ease of content creation without explaining it. It does not make any sense. It does not add any value. Okay, that's going to be a logic gap. Okay, so allowing the average citizen to make their political thoughts known. Okay, then this with the increase in the amount of similar content disseminated, the knowledge of these issues will be made known to an increased amount of individuals, further developing the rate of political participation. Okay, so that is what happens. Okay, this is what how you can write your elaboration. This is what happens when you basically have your right how and why topic sentence easily created. Okay, so just make sure to follow this. Okay, let's move on to your evaluation example first. Okay, so for this evaluation of example, what we will look at is, let me think. Evaluation of example. Okay, so what we look at here is immediate and deeper impact. Okay, so what's the immediate impact of this example? Okay, so let me just write it out first. Okay, first and foremost, immediate and deeper impact. Okay, to evaluate what type of impact we are going to talk about, we always have to remember this very key concept. Okay, the key concept is, what is our purpose of evaluation? Is it trying to limit? Is it trying to limit the example, or is it trying to intensify my example? Okay, intensification or limitation. Which one do you think it will be? Okay, in this situation, I'll make it easy for you. Okay, essentially we're going to do an intensification. Okay, we're going to show how this is a larger problem than it really. How this will create maybe more benefits, right? Okay, so this is what we're saying that got increased political participation now. So what can be the outcome of this? Okay, so to do this evaluation of example, you can use three very basic strategies. Okay, number one, for immediate, this is where you look at internal versus external or regional. Okay, this is basically how you're supposed to think of your evaluation. Okay, another one is basically short term and long term. Or you can always think of it as now and future. Okay, think only, don't write it out as now and future. Don't write it out as short term, long term also. Okay, you can write short term, but you don't try to use a different term for long term. Okay, then next, this is impact. Okay, and then impact again. Okay, but this one you write here, right? Or you think of it as maybe this is your level 1 impact. Here, this is perhaps a level 5 impact. Okay, there's a deeper, much stronger impact that's going on here. So this is how you write your immediate, deeper impact strategy. Okay, so what can we look at here? Alright, I will get you to try out on your own, okay, to read the example, okay, and think of maybe something completely unique. Okay, it doesn't have to be completely factual, okay? Take note of this, okay? It can just be something that can happen as a result of increased political participation in Me Too. Okay? Alright, get started. You don't take a look at your elaboration.
I understand level 1 and 5.
Yes, sorry, don't understand.
How does it go?
How does it go? Okay, basically, right now, I give you a punch, right?
Oh.
Okay, I punch you right now. What's the immediate impact? Maybe you feel pain, right? Maybe what's the level 5 impact? Or afterwards, you'll be scared of male teachers in the future. Yeah. Yeah? No, it's just like something that's deeper.
Wait, so you want us to do the
Do the evaluation by yourself.
immediate people?
Immediate deeper. So follow either one of these strategies here. You don't have to say therefore the audience, which is the public. You can just say therefore the public.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit really weird. Yeah, which the public is more educated. Okay, good. Yeah. So actually, this yours is pretty good. Yeah, just make sure to include the one with the waiver spouse. The waiver spouse is okay. Deal with this. Getting a problem here. Ah, very good for it on your own. I've also seen it before.
So you copy me.
No, how about I copy you?
Because you were looking at it last time.
Oh no, I wasn't. None is not all of them are equal. It's more of which one can you use. There's only a few that you can use sometimes.
Like if you don't think about it.
Actually, it's in the example already. It is in the example already. So it's just about how you phrase it in your own words. You have to phrase it such that it is not just focused on the example. Okay?
What would answer my question?
Okay, so your age of digitalization, you kind of didn't write it correctly. Okay, why is because you have no, you didn't link this to social media platforms itself. Okay, so you didn't write the whole paragraph. You only wrote social media platforms one time here, which is wrong. Okay, you have to talk about platforms from the beginning. In the age of digitalization, anyone with age of digitalization, social media platforms are increasingly made accessible to anyone with a digital device due to maybe the cheap, how cheap it is, or maybe the infrastructure, whatever. We need to explain maybe the characteristics of digitalization here. We have not done that. In mind, what did I do? I talk about how the rate of innovation constantly improves. So here you can talk about something different if you really want to talk about maybe how cheap is it to access social media platforms, or how interconnected everyone is across the world. Something like that. Okay, you need to decide which one you want to use.
I think I focus on the civilian.
Yeah, so you can focus on the platform part, which is the problem. Okay. Okay, so what's the problem with your elaboration? You can tell me.
I just need to go.
Huh? Why do you don't know? Okay, the main reason, the only reason, actually, there's only one issue. Okay, think about it. One issue only. Okay, basically it's because you have not described anything about rice at all. You have not described anything about the rice.
Oh.
You see, one of the most prominent features is to produce content. You tell me how it's easier to produce content? No, okay? Yeah, so it's the way you write it. Okay, but otherwise, I think your content wise is fine. It's just that you're not answering the question. Okay, continue. Same thing with you. Okay? From the beginning, you write social media platforms provide the public with the ease of content creation. Yes, I know there's really an ease of content creation. But how is this, what happens when this increases? It becomes easier to share information. You need to describe the whole process. So basically that's what I mentioned here. Where did I write it? Yeah. Okay, you must constantly mention that there's a rise. Okay, if not, you will not have information. Okay, so let me take a look at your elaboration. Okay, so you cannot say content creation has become more easy to produce. It's more of like content has become easier to produce. Yeah, so just the phrasing of this word, and thus more people are able to advocate for meaningful causes through the use. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so you have the structure here, right? The flow, keto or rice. Algorithm. So you write algorithm, you need to describe what algorithm means. You cannot just write algorithm and yeah, so what are you trying to explain by algorithm? Can you just tell me generally what you're trying to explain?
Where it reaches more specific.
Ah, the audience is it? Okay, okay. So we need to make sure you do describe that all. Okay, you have said that kind of here, but that's not. Okay, so you need to describe the algorithm first before you talk about all this improvement part. So, moreover, through the usage of algorithms on social media platforms, it has allowed content to. Oh wait, actually wait, through the algorithm which is improved. Wait, 1 sec. Okay, can actually no issue. The way you write, it's just that I think I'll just change some words here, lah. Okay, so moreover, with the usage of algorithms in social media, which has constantly improved. Yeah, you cannot say just say improved, lah. You must say constantly improved. Like this, it's an ongoing process. Then can really. Okay, then lastly, you still need to answer the question. You have not answered the question yet. So more like people likely to influence, right? It's not equivalent to what is this? Democratic process. Yeah. So you mentioned that maybe as a result has increased political participation, as a result has increased voice, something like that. Correct. Okay, so this is my evaluation. Okay, so I'll take a look at yours later on. Okay, so same thing here. Alright, here is where I'll look at intensification. I will look at how this impact has actually gone from just a simple one, okay, to something that can be larger. Okay, so up to the immediate one. Okay, with the Me Too movement exposing powerful individuals, it has shown how social media platforms can uproot the existing entrenchment of power in democracies. So this is where my deeper impact comes in. Okay, crucially, this can inspire other movements to take shape given its success, allowing more issues. Okay, so this is my deeper impact. Allowing more issues to be brought to light and justice on a global stage. Okay, so that is where my scale comes in. Okay, so if let's say I'll talk about something different, okay, let me give you a different evaluation or some example here. Okay, so the immediate impact is basically the Me Too movement, same thing, right? People brought to power. Okay, the deeper impact is that this has influenced governments to actually make systemic changes, okay, to make sure that this does not repeat itself and cause another situation of public outcry. Okay, so that's my another deeper impact I'll look at here. Okay, so I'll take a look at yours and see whether it's valid. Okay, if it's not valid, don't worry, because this is again something that you guys will not master until quite later on. Okay, if you're already mastering this, then it's pretty good already. It means that you are able to think quite critically. Okay, so let's move on to the next paragraph. Okay, so everyone, okay, when you're ready, we move on to SP1. Okay, so can flip over to the next page. Okay, those that are ready, you can just take a look at the example first while I wait for the rest. Okay, so here is where we look at this example, which is going to be our supporting paragraph, which means we are stating how SMP's social media platforms have undermined the integrity of democratic process. Right now, we're saying that it's weakening the integrity of democratic process. So we look at this Pizzagate conspiracy theory. Okay, if you read the example, it's basically about how a previous president, previous Democratic candidate, presidential candidate, Hillary Clinton, during the 2016 US presidential elections, they said that she was operating a trafficking ring out the back of a pizza parlor, which sounds damn ridiculous, but for some reason, people believed it. Okay, what is the characteristic here that we are mentioning? What is the characteristic here that we are looking at? There's two. Okay, can you give me one key? What do you think is one? Okay, Ledger, what's the other one? Okay, that's part of it, but I don't think that's the more important, more focused. The more interesting one that we should focus on. What's the other one, Kanis? Sensation. Yeah, very good. Okay, so two things here, right? Misinformation and sensationalism. Okay, so I would like y'all to just focus on the misinformation part first. How easy it is to spread misinformation. Okay, so that is the function of your social media platforms. Okay, how has it weakened democratic process here? Okay, what is the democratic process that it has weakened, Zayden? What can it weaken in this situation? Okay, so vote more like political process, correct? So it has influenced how people treat the political process. Okay, people's opinions of the politicians. Okay, so don't go and write politicians in. Okay, just talk about political process, maybe influencing people's opinions, skewing their views, whatever. Okay, write out topic sentence. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to do this. Okay, in your own words. Okay, so misinformation, political process.
but I still thinking.
Okay, I'm missing one. Okay. Should be fine. That's becoming what?
Still thinking. Is it election?
No. You can actually just stop here.
I thought you have to make it back.
This is fine. This is enough.
Oh.
Done here. Well, no figures here. Too specific. Because you're saying there's only about people, which is wrong. Yeah. Misinformation about democratic process does not only talk about people.
But
It can
just
also talk
change
about parties. Yeah, sure.
The democratic party processes can help.
Yes, can. Yes. Actually, it's fine. Just need to make sure that you know which one is about. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so this is the topic sentence here that I'll look at. Right, yet the increasing spread of misinformation available to users of social media platforms distorts the information received, diluting their opinions about political processes with false narratives. Okay, so I think most of you should be able to get this specific topic sentence nailed. Okay, more importantly, here is where we will look at the how/why topic sentence occurs. Okay, so since all of you have managed to get the topic sentence, your topic sentence nailed, okay, here is what I will do for you. Alright, I'll get you to essentially come up with the guiding questions on your own, okay, or you can use mine, okay, up to you. Okay, but preferably I'll get you to come up with your own guiding questions. Still, okay, let me give you mine first. Okay, so number one, the first question that I'll ask is how does misinformation increasingly spread? Okay, this is the first question here that we will tackle. Okay, so to give you my pointers, okay, this is what I will discuss. This is where I will discuss sensationalism. Okay, so why does misinformation increasingly spread? Is because your social media platforms, they prioritize views. Okay, because social media platforms prioritize views, they prioritize profit. And misinformation is often what? Zayden? What is misinformation? Do you like to read misinformation? Do you think it's funny sometimes? Jackie Chan has died. Jackie Chan has 5 kids. Jackie Chan has no leg. Right? Quite interesting, right? So it gets like pretty interesting. It gets, quite sensational. Okay, this is where social media platforms, they will constantly, their algorithms will prioritize sensational information. Okay, so this is sensational. Okay, and that is where the prioritizing of these views, they will prioritize this sensational information. Okay, so a bit messy. Okay, as long as you understand, it's just for you to write it out. Okay, so the key thing here to take note is that basically it is because of the algorithms that wants to prioritize this sensation. Okay, so I don't need you to describe to me too much in detail about these algorithms just yet. Okay, algorithms, you just need to talk about how social media platforms employ algorithms, and these algorithms prioritize views, prioritize views and profit, thus it will spread sensational information such as misinformation. Can just describe how does it actually work. Then, next is how does misinformation actually work, right? So, how does misinformation work? Okay, this is my next question. Okay, and then lastly, how does it weaken political process? Okay, this is actually a subset of this question. Okay, just making sure that you are answering, you're linking both together. Okay, if you don't answer in the first question, if you don't answer in this question, you have to make sure to answer in the second question. Okay, if not, I'll just prefer to get you guys to come up with your own guiding questions based on your own topic sentence here. Okay, because everyone's one will be kind of different. Okay, then I'll take a look afterwards. Okay, so try to come up with about 2 or 3 guiding questions here. Are those stick-ons?
Yeah. You know Anya?
Huh? Yeah.
She made this one.
Serious?
Yeah, she
She
does
make
small
one?
business.
Ooh.